certainly not wind aided. Got every bit of that home run in the last game. So nice job there. Milwee blocks that ball, so we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Milwee's had a strong day today behind the plate and at the dish for the Bulldogs. Perkins looks in. He's ready. Pitch on the way. And that's going to miss outside and low, too. Off-speed pitch again there, Tyler.
Yep, full count. Sheldon looking to settle in early and see if he can get a quick inning and get the bats that were hot for Pitt last game rolling again.
So 3-2 on the way. Payoff pitch, and that ball's driven to center field. Patrick Wheeler on the move, and he will get underneath it and make the grab for out number 1. So good start for Shelton Perkins and the Bulldogs here in the top half of the first inning of the final game of the series. That'll bring up Javon Martin, the shortstop for the Stingers. Beautiful day for baseball. A little chilly outside, but not a cloud in sight.
Wind's died down a little bit, Croft out there, looks like.
Sure has. That flag is not moving. That ball's drilled to deep center, but it's going to hang up there. Wheeler takes a couple steps back and makes the grab for out number 2. So Patrick Wheeler busy early on here in Game 4. Final game of the series between the Bulldogs and the Stingers. So 2 up and 2 down. Nice job by Shelton Perkins there. Working quickly on the second batter, Javon Martin. And that'll bring up the leading hitter for the Stingers, the 3-man Dante Blackney.
Dante was 1 for 4 last game. As you said, leading hitter, so.
Check swing down, and he did go, says first base umpire. I thought he did from our vantage point. Milwee, nice job to force the home plate umpire to indeed check with the first base umpire, and he did go around for strike 1. Ball just a bit inside, and that'll even things at a ball and a strike. Again, Croft Massey here alongside Tyler Warren and Silas Albright. Game 2 of the day and Game 4 of the series between the Bulldogs and the Stingers. And there's a kind of a excuse-me swing. And there's strike 2 to Dante Blackney. Shelton Perkins on the mound for the Bulldogs. And 1-2, all-speed pitch. Ooh, just a bit outside. It looked good from our vantage point. But nonetheless, it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Perkins looks in. He's ready. Wind up on the way. Just a bit outside again. My goodness.
Shelton didn't like that.
Thought he had him there, so that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dante Blackney. Perkins looks in. Wind up. Pitch on the way. Ground ball to first.
Nice
Diving attempt by Camarada. Flips over. Nice job by Perkins to cover. And that'll retire the side. So the Stingers go 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the first. We're back with the bottom of the first just after this.
Auto World, big changes are taking place.
And now those changes are finally complete.
Greenville Auto World's long-awaited expansion features a new state-of-the-art repair facility that's larger than ever. With a spacious showroom and increased staff, every aspect of our new building was planned with greater customer experience in mind. No hassles, no frustrations, just top-notch care and the cleanest cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area.
To have your great customer experience, visit us in person or on the web at greenvilleautoworld.net.
All right, that was a commercial from our sponsor, Greenville Auto World. We'd also like to thank La Riviera Mexican Restaurant and Pitt Printing for sponsoring us at pittcountypost.com. Our next live broadcast for the home game will be on March 15th at 5:50 p.m. is when we will go live. So check it out and be there with us. And now we're going to go wait, not yet. We have a little bit longer between this inning. Score is 0-0, top of the first. We just won the Pitt just won the last game, so they have won 1, and the Stingers are 2. This is the 4th game of the weekend. Check out pittcountypost.com for your local news. Check it out every day. We have great news and tell everybody about our live stream. We are also going to be live streaming some race games. I'll let you know more about those later. Now we're going to go back to the live stream with Prof, Tyler, and Silas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Back here, bottom of the first inning. Coming up, we are live from Minji's Overton Complex. Game 4 of the series, final game of the series, second game of the day. Bulldogs took game 3 and game 1 of the day by a score of 8-4. So Patrick Wheeler will step in and he will take a strike on the outside corner there from the Stingers pitcher Carson Rogers. Rogers throws from the right side. Wheeler steps in from the left side. And there's a ball on the inside corner, and that'll even things up at a ball and a strike. So the Bulldogs are going to change things up just a little bit here, Tyler. With they're going to make some changes. We'll get to that in just a moment. As far as their lineup from game 1.
First 3 hitters staying the same with Wheeler and Bullock and Milwee.
So Wheeler looking to get things started off on a positive note for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first inning. That ball's going to miss outside. And it is now 2 balls and a strike.
The Bulldog lineup was definitely working the first game, so not much need to change around too much for the second.
Yes, sir, indeed, Silas. That is correct. And Wheeler draws a leadoff walk to start the bottom of the first.
Always a good
So
sign.
Carson Rogers, the pitcher for the starting pitcher for the Stingers, comes in. He's had 3 appearances. He's thrown 6 2/3 inning. Has not given up any runs so far. He's got 5 strikeouts and 2 walks in 6 2/3 innings of work. And Tommy Bullock steps in for the Bulldogs, and he'll take ball 1 outside.
Pitt starting off, getting some leadoff runner on with a walk, which they've, as you mentioned last game, Crawford done a lot of last couple weekends.
Yes, sir. That Tyler, again, according to the coaching staff, somewhere, I don't know the exact ranking, but the Bulldogs are around 15th in the country in walks taken at the plate this season. Again, last weekend, 28 walks drawn across the 4-game series versus the College of DuPage. So Rogers looks in to Bullock. Pitch on the way. All-speed pitch is going to catch the corner there, and it'll run the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
A lot of breaking pitches early here from Carson.
Pitch on the way, 1-2. That's going to miss just a hair outside, and that'll run the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler the runner at first, nobody out. We're bottom of the first here. 4th and final game of the series. That ball's going to miss low. And we've got a full count here, Tyler. And Silas, we'll see if maybe they put runners on the move here. Not sure what Coach Easton's looking to do.
Yeah. I think he's running.
All right, so here we go. 3-2, and there goes Wheeler. Swing and a miss, and the throw down, and the ball's going to scoot away from the second baseman, Keyshawn Samuel. Pretty good throw. Wheeler dove right into it and kind of jarred the ball loose a little bit. So Bullock's down on strike, swings and misses on the pitch, but Wheeler does steal the base there as the ball just was jarred loose there from Keyshawn Samuel. Pretty good throw down there, Tyler and Silas.
Yeah, it's a great throw. Kind of into the runner a little bit, and Patrick slid into him, and as you said, knocked the ball away from Keyshawn.
So an opportunity here now with 1 out and a man in scoring position. Silas, the Bulldogs were very good last game with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, they were. They were able to, seem like every time they got somebody on second, less than 2 outs, they were able to bring them around and did it 8 times, actually, and it was enough for them to get the W. So.
And a looping liner to short by Daniel Milwee is caught. Nice job of base running there, Tyler, by Wheeler just to react on that line drive, and he gets back into second before they had any type of play to double him off.
All right, Drew Piskork up the bat now. He had a couple of hits last game, I think 3 to be exact. So good guy to have at the plate right now for Pitt.
Yes, so we'll see if Piscora can get it done again. A couple of those hits were with 2 outs in the previous game. So it would be a big one here. See if they can get this run in here with 2 outs. That ball's going to catch the corner, and that'll even things up to a ball and a strike. Again, we're live. PittCountyPost.com. I'm Croft Massey alongside Tyler Warren and Silas Albright and Kelly Jarman, bringing you all the action here. Game 2. Final game of the series. And Rogers will spin over to second, but does not attempt to throw anything. Wheeler back in easily. Count a ball and a strike to Drew Piscoric. Piscoric now hitting in the 4 spot. Hit in the 6th spot in game 1 of today, game 3 of the series.
Another breaking ball.
Good looking pitch there, Tyler. Got that one across.
Yeah, a lot of breaking stuff here early. Trying to keep the batters off balance and cool off those bats from game 1 for Pitt.
So again, Piscoric hitting in the 4 spot here in game 2 of the day, and of course game 4 of the series. Calls time now. Plate umpire John Sherman grants him time.
Yeah, Piscoric had a nice game in the first game today. He had 3 base hits, probably really productive day. That's likely why I moved up in the order.
That's right.
So we'll see if the move pays off for Coach Shami Easton's squad here. And that ball is going to catch the inside corner, and Piscoric is down looking. Did not like the call, but Sherman, the home plate umpire, rung him up. Very tough break there, but that'll do it for the Bulldogs in the bottom half of the first inning. We head to the top of the second. Back after this.
All right, folks, we're going to take a look at Clay Wilson, a right-handed pitcher and a shortstop for the Pitt County team. He's a freshman here. He's from Ayden, North Carolina, and he went to Ayden-Grifton High School. He said his achievements is getting pitcher of the year and all-conference. He was all-conference for 3 years. He has a .86 ERA in his senior year and a .438 average his sophomore year. His favorite MLB team is the Boston Red Sox, and his favorite player is Dustin Pedroia. We said if you could have any specific quality of any current or past baseball player, who and what would it be? He said Jose Fernandez throwing 90+. And he said he wants to improve the most his speed, strength, and he wants to improve offensively in his game. His plans after Pitt is to transfer to some school and continue to play. He doesn't know where yet. Other skills he has is, he says, I got a mean 3-point shot. All right, and now we're going to go back live with Silas, Croft, and Tyler.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Back here, top of the second coming up. Shelton Perkins on the mound for the Bulldogs. Through a scoreless 1-2-3 first inning and the top half of the first. So Perkins back to work here, and he'll step in and he'll face Tyler Anshaw. Had a big day for the Stingers in Game 3 of this series, first game of today, including a home run, and he'll miss well outside there. So 1-0 to Tyler Anshaw.
Yeah, definitely a guy Perkins is going to want to be careful with. Got a lot of pop at a 3-run homer in the second game of the day yesterday as well.
And there's a strike from Perkins on the outside corner. So it's a ball and a strike to Anshaw now. And, Perkins comes in. This is his 4th game on the season, 4th appearance, and it is his 3rd game started. Sporting a 2.25 ERA for the Bulldogs in 12 innings of work. He's allowed 11 hits, 8 runs, just 3 of them earned, though. He has 4 walks and 14 strikeouts in 12 innings of work. So he misses outside again, and there's a 2-0 fastball, and Anshaw swings right through it. 2-1. Might have been a changeup there, Tyler.
Yeah, looked a little off speed there, and Tyler was out in front on the pitch.
So it's actually now 2-2 to Anshaw, and the 2-2 on the way. He struck him out.
Yeah, right now we're working with a little bit of technical difficulties. We know this screen is pink, but we're doing everything we can to correct that right now. So sorry about that.
Our IT person Kelly on the.
She's on the case, but need us to really paint a vivid picture for you here live on the broadcast. So Perkins set to pitch now. Pitch one across. Strike one, breaking pitch, gets it across there. and he's the head of the hitter. That's Harrison Hawkins at the plate for the Stingers. Beautiful day for baseball here. Perkins ready for the pitch. Ball's drilled to left field. Coming in, that's the left fielder who's going to make the grab there. And that is out number two. So Perkins makes quick work of Harrison Hawkins, and there are 2 up and 2 down here in the top half of the second inning for the Stingers.
Yeah, Perkins has looked good. He's been throwing a lot of strikes, trusting his defense to make the plays behind him.
Yeah, Shelton's
He really does have a nice quick rhythm, guys. He gets it, he goes. I really like to see that here. And then he's getting ready to face now. Max Mahon steps in, had a big day for the Stingers. A couple of hits in that first ball game, and he fouls the first pitch back. There's a sharp breaking ball, and must have missed just a bit high. So it's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Max Mahon.
Yeah, I watched Shelton pitch a couple weekends ago against Lewisburg, I think, and he gave up 6 or 7 runs, but there were 4 or 5 of them had to be unearned, and he pitched really well. Got through, I think, 5 innings maybe or so, and he's looked good early here.
He really does have some good stuff, some good life on all his pitches there. And there's a breaking pitch just off the outside corner, and Sherman, the home plate umpire, not taking the bait there, calls that one a ball as well. So it's now 2-2 to the batter, Max Mahon. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Hanging pitch,
Nice.
diving effort by Piskoric, and he hung a curveball there. Mahon a little bit out in front, and Piskoric diving attempt. Nice effort there by Piskoric. He just couldn't come up with it. And Mahon's on with an infield single with 2 outs in the top of the second.
Mahon's 3rd hit of the day. He had 2 in the first game.
All right, and that'll bring up Tyler Crow. Crow, of course, in game 1 yesterday. Had a nice 2-out triple for the Stingers to prevail them to a 5-2 victory in game 1. So here's a ball in foul territory. Camarada, nice effort there, but he just ran out of room, just didn't get there in time on a ball that was fouled down the first base line. So great effort. Just kind of, Tyler, tough, with the fence right there.
Yeah.
Kind of ran out of
Good
room
effort.
a little bit, but great effort by Camarada. Just couldn't come up with it. So 2 outs now. Again, Mahon, the runner at first. Perkins comes set, pitch on the way. Chops it back to the mound. Perkins fields it, throws it over quickly to Camarada. Nice dig out of the dirt. And that'll do it for the Stingers in the top half of the second inning. So still no score. We head to the bottom of the second, all tied up here at 0-0. Back to Minji's Overton Complex just after this.
Just want to take this time to give another shout out to our sponsors. Pip Printing, of course, great printing place. Do a lot of good stuff for us in Greenville, help us out a lot. La Ribera Mexican Restaurant, it's a really delicious place, as we all know. Anyone that's ever been there knows how good they are. It got tacos, quesadillas, burritos, all that really, really good stuff. And all right, here's Kelly Drummond.
All right, just wanted to let everybody know we are going to be doing, Pitt County Post is going to be live streaming dirt track racing starting 3/18/17, so just in a few weeks. They'll start their live stream at 7:30. It'll go from 7:30 to 11:30, and it's at County Line Raceway, and they said that'll be action-packed, fun live stream of that race track. So tune in for that. Also, our next game after today's games is going to be on March 15th at 5:50. So tune in with us. And now we're going back live with Silas, Croft, and Tyler.
Thank you again, Kelly. Back here in bottom half of the second inning, our 4th and final game of the series. Dominic Camarada going to lead off the bottom half of the second inning for the Bulldogs here. No score early on in, again, game 4 of the series, game 2 of today. And again, the Stingers won both games yesterday, and the Bulldogs won game 3 earlier today. So looking to even the series up here and walk away from a tie, which would, of course, Tyler and Silas would be a huge, after getting swept yesterday, to come right back. And if they can sweep both games today, a big confidence builder for the Bulldogs.
That's right.
And that pitch will miss outside. So it's now a ball and a strike to Camarada. Camarada stands in, big righty. Explosive power. 4 home runs on the season. Swing and a miss to a fastball there. Took a big cut there, but came up empty. Carson Rogers on the mound for the Stingers. And that ball's going to miss low. Very close, but John Sherman again. Very tight zone today. Wind up in the pitch. There's a deep drive to left field. That's going to get over left fielder's head. Off the wall. Camarada is going to head towards second. Looping throw into second. And Camarada is in easily with a leadoff double here in the bottom half of the second inning. Tyler, he put a good swing on that ball right there.
Yeah, drove that ball deep, right off the wall. The Jimmy John sign out there in left center field.
Yes, sir. It was on Blackney. I mean, he got to it very quickly, but kind of an awkward-looking throw in. But hustling all the way was Camarada, and he's in easily with a leadoff double. So nice start here for the Bulldogs in the bottom half of the second inning. And that's going to bring up here Mason Picard. Excuse me, folks. We talked about a little bit of a lineup adjustment here. So I do apologize there. But this is Mason Picard, the shortstop, again. Had a big day in the first game, a couple doubles in that first game of the day. Big shout out to Mason Picard's family out in Australia, listening to us, I understand, on the broadcast. We appreciate you tuning in to PittCountyPost.com. Glad to bring you all the action here.
Yeah, of course. It's like 2:30 in the morning or something there, Croft. It's early.
That's dedication right there.
That's
I love it. So hopefully Mason can deliver here as he did in the first game. He's had a big day looking to build on it. A lot of confidence. You know, like I said, hitting is contagious, not only for the team, but for any individual as well.
Ooh.
And Picard will take a pitch close there. It's home plate umpire John Sherman does call it a strike, but it's very tight there on the inside corner. So there's the ball and a strike to Picard. Nobody out here. Bottom of the second. Picard going to square around a bunt here. He gets it down.
Perfect
nice bunt. Perfect bunt. And Rogers fields it. He throws the ball away. Samuel has no chance on it. And the ball gets away, and Picard is down to second after the throwing error. And Dominique Camarada will come around to score there. So the Bulldogs strike first. And Tyler, that was an absolutely perfect bunt by Mason Picard there.
Perfect. Right down the third baseline. Perfectly placed.
Forced the defense to make a play there. And Rogers, he did a nice job fielding it, but he just, the speed of Picard, too, he got down the line rather quickly. So Silas, just kind of rushed that throw a little bit, but, you forced the defense there.
Yeah, he did. That's what happens. You just put the ball in play.
What's going on here?
So now we've got some action here. Coach Easton heading over to the Bulldog dugout. Not quite sure what's going on here. But anyhow, looks like everything's okay, and everything's back in order, and we'll get ready to do it again here.
Yeah, Bulldogs in good shape here in the bottom of the second. Already scored one, still got it running in scoring position.
So Byron Belcher, he did not play in the first game today, steps in. A lot of noise now from the fans here at Benji's Overton Complex. Getting a little rowdy out there.
Yeah, crowd's starting to fill in a little bit. See Coach Easton's wife, Mary Beth, and their 2 girls coming to the park.
We really, folks, if we appreciate you tuning in, but if you can make it out to the ballpark, Pitt Community College, you've got a good home schedule here. We really encourage you to make it out here and check out the Bulldogs this season. Got a good squad here. As Byron Belcher grounds the ball to third, and Picard is going to scoot over to third, and the ball gets away. And Picard, aggressive base running, is going to result in another run as he comes across to score on the errant throw. And Tyler, that there, just the proverbial, don't ever make that throw across the diamond from the first to third.
Yeah, aggressive base running paying off.
Unless you know you're sure of it there.
Right.
So Picard challenged him, said, make a play on me, and the Stingers couldn't do it as Stephen Cox throws that ball away, and Picard comes around to score. So it's now 2-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. And that'll bring up Reese Farmer here. Reese had a nice day, Silas, in the first game.
Yeah, he did.
He'll take a strike, he'll take a ball high. John Sherman, I just can't get a read on the home plate umpire here, Tyler.
Yeah, he kind of all over the place to start with here.
So Farmer takes ball one, and he'll square around a bunt here, and then he'll pull back, and that ball's on the outside corner, or going to miss on the outside corner. So 2 balls and no strikes to Farmer. And the Suo's going to miss as well. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. 1 out here, bottom of the second. The Bulldogs lead it 2-0. 4th and final game of the series. Taking all the way is Farmer, and he takes a strike in there, and it's now 3 balls and a strike. Great crowd on hand today. And the 3-1 is across for strike 2, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty. Bulldogs have 2 across in the inning, and they lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's a ball sky down the left field line, but that's going to drift out of play. And there is no play there for Dante Blackney, the left fielder, hustling over, but to no avail as that ball is completely out of play. So Farmer, again, is a local product out of South Central High School. Stands in from the right side of the plate. Wears the shin guard on his left ankle there. Some of the guys do for the Bulldogs. And the 3-2 is fouled back. So, again, Tyler, nice job just staying alive, extend the at-bat there.
Yeah, Reese had a couple good at-bats in the first game, fouling some pitches off, and had a base hit or 2 in the first game, and he's looked good at the plate.
It's making Rogers work.
Exactly.
Build that pitch count up, indeed, Silas. And here's the 3-2, and that's going to miss outside, and Farmer draws the 1-out walk there. So he's aboard with the 1-out walk, and that will bring up Aaron Stamper. Stamper also did not appear in that first game, so he'll step in from the right side of the plate as well.
It wouldn't surprise me to see Coach Easton put Reese in motion here. Maybe a little hit and run or straight steal at some point in this at-bat.
So we'll see. Coach Easton gives the signs. And the pitch is going to miss there. Again, home plate John Sherman with the tight zone. 1 out, bottom of the second. Aaron Stamper at the plate. Fires down to first, pitches across for a strike, and the catcher, Varga, fires down to first. But no play there on Farmer, who was back very quickly. And the play was not close at all. So here's Stamper steps in, ready for the 0-1 now.
There goes Reese.
And there's the hit and run, beautifully executed past the second baseman who was going to cover, and Farmer is going to make it all the way to third. Easily, beautiful execution there. Aaron Stamper smoked that ball right past Samuel, who was moving to cover second base there, Tyler.
Yeah, perfectly executed. Kind of had a feeling they were going to get a little aggressive there with the lead here early in the game.
So the runners and now the Stingers are going to make a visit to the mound here. Probably just try to settle down Carson Rogers, who, again, he's just not been in this situation too much early on in the season with just 3 appearances and 6 2/3 innings under his belt. He's made 1 start, and they are in fact going to go to the pen. Correction. So we'll get the information on the new Stinger pitcher. The Bulldogs lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second, looking to add on to that, and we are going to be back right after this. So, again, bottom of the second, 2-0. Pitt Community College over the Stingers. Pitching change in progress, and we're back after this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, back here, Minchie's Overton Complex, bottom of the second. Stingers going to the pen, and they are going to go with Cam Dixon. Cam Dixon, a big righty, comes in. He's He's got a 7.94 ERA on the season and 4 appearances, but of course that's just through 5 2/3 innings of work. So, most likely one of those cases where the box or the stats don't exactly tell the whole story, Tyler. Just not enough innings, really. So.
Yeah. Like you said earlier, though, their coach said they were going to throw a bunch of different guys this weekend, and he's sticking to that, it looks like.
I want to apologize again. We're experiencing some more technical difficulties. Just a black screen showing right now. We're sorry about that.
Come on, Kelly, get with it down there.
It's all right. We're just going to go radio mode for you. So first and third for the Bulldogs. Cam Dixon, big righty comes set. Checks the runner. Pitch on away, and that's going to catch them. I'm going to tell you what, folks. John Sherman, plate umpire, I can't help you out here. Okay, I don't think I can get fined for talking about the umpires, but just no consistency. That ball catches the outside corner apparently, and
the
there's a
batter's
strike.
box.
There's a strike to Patrick Wheeler. We're back to the top of the lineup. That ball also catches the plate, and Wheeler is quickly down 0-2. So there is runners get their leads, first and third here. And there's a ball back up the middle, diving a tip. That's going to get through. Base hit, Patrick Wheeler. Past the diving shortstop, Javon Martin couldn't get to it, and Patrick Wheeler has an RBI single, and the Bulldogs lead it 3-0 as Reese Farmer comes across.
Good piece of hitting there, down 0-2 in the count, and got a little piece of it and drove it back up the middle.
So Aaron Stamper will advance to second, and Wheeler with the single is at first. And that'll bring up Tommy Bullock. Bullock down on strikes, his first plate appearance. And there's an off-speed pitch that's going to miss just off the plate. So a ball and no strikes to Tommy Bullock. Stepping in from the right side of the plate, righty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way, and that ball's going to miss 2-0.
Bulldogs had a good approach, at least today, at the plate, really being patient and getting pitches to hit.
Pitch on the way, 2-0. And that is going to catch the corner there. 2-1 now to Tommy Bullock. Again, beautiful day for baseball here. We're live, pittcountypost.com. Game 4, fourth and final game of the series. And that ball's going to miss to Tommy Bullock. His 3 balls and a strike now. There's 1 out in the frame. Bulldogs had runners at first and second. They've already scratched 3 across this inning. And Bullock reaches out and fouls one back out of play. Nice job of staying alive there, and we've got a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bulldogs have scratched across 3 so far. Looking to add to it. And Bullock swings and misses on the off-speed pitch there. Nice pitch there from the pitcher, Cam Dixon.
A good breaking ball there.
So that'll bring up Daniel Milwee, who's had a beautiful day at the plate and behind the dish. And he'll step up looking to add to the Bulldog total with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and second.
See if we can get a little 2-out hitting here again by Pitt, which they did well last game.
So Dixon gets the sign, and he'll step off here. After checking the runner, he'll step off. Now he's ready. Milwee sets in, right side of the plate. The righty-righty matchup here. And that breaking pitch is going to miss low and in the dirt. So Milwee ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, guys, if you're a Bulldog fan, you got to imagine this is the guy you want at the batter's box right now, trying to extend the inning, get another insurance run on. 2 outs.
Yep,
Absolutely,
Daniel's
Silas.
been hot today.
Yes.
And that ball, he'll take a strike on the outside corner there to even things up at a ball and a strike. And that is going to be off the plate. Off-speed pitch. Definitely missed. Wasn't sure if Sherman was going to ring him up there. Well, not ring him up, but call that one a strike.
A little in the left-hander's batter's box there.
Never know with Sherman behind the plate there. All right, and that one does catch the corner too. I don't think Milwee liked that one, but it looked a little closer from our vantage point. Anyhow, it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the second. Bulldogs lead it 3-0. 4th and final game of the series. Cam Dixon comes set. Here's the pitch, and Milwee will foul that one out of play off to the right side there.
Big cut there by Daniel.
Especially with 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Just not holding back there. Not one iota.
He sitting on that breaking ball, looked like.
And the 2-2 misses outside and low. Off-speed pitch. Couldn't get it across. And now we've got a full count. Runners will be on the move. The 3-2-2. Cam Dixon on the mound for the Stingers. Daniel Milwee at the plate for the Bulldogs. 3-2-2. Pitch on the way. Check swing. He's going to strike him out there. So tough break. Bulldogs can't add to it. They're down and out of the inning. We head to the top of the third, but not before. The Bulldogs get 3 runs across, and they lead it 3-0 here as we head to the top half of the third inning in this 4th and final game of the series. Back to Midgie's Overton Complex after this.
All right, folks, and I do want to apologize again for the multiple technical difficulties we've had today. For some reason, our program is just not cooperating as well as it usually does. So now I'm going to talk a little bit more about Clay Wilson, number 14 for the Pitt Bulldogs. We asked him a few more questions than we said earlier. We said, what's a pregame ritual? He said he always listens to music. And we said, what artists do you always listen to? And he said Mac Miller, J. Cole, and Gucci Mane. Some of his superstitions is wearing the same sliding shorts and socks. I'm guessing he always wears the same ones. Hope he washes them. We said something about yourself that most people don't know that you would like them to know. He said he's a straight-up guy who doesn't like drama. We said, do we have any other friends on other college teams? He said Matt Byrne, Brady Hill, and Darius Nobles. He said he's worked the most on his shortstop skills during the offseason. And if he had to pick a skill other than baseball to master, he said it would either be basketball or football. The best players he's ever played with or against is Bryant Packard, Philip Sanderson, DJ Daniels, and Zach White. And some of his hobbies include fishing. And now we are going to head back live to Croft, Tyler, and Silas. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much, Kelly. No worries at all. Back here, top half of the third inning. The Bulldogs lead it 3-0 over the Stingers. If you're just tuning in, Croft Massey here with Tyler Warren and Silas Albright and Kelly Jarman for PittCountyPost.com. 4th and final game of the series. Bulldogs won game 3. Looking to sweep day 2 after getting swept yesterday. And Shelton Perkins starts off the batter with, that ball's fouled out of play here. So nice job, Tyler, to work ahead in the count.
Yeah, Shelton's looked really nice early in the game, top to third, looking to
And that's going to catch him on the foot there.
looked like it was a strike.
Very close.
Tommy's
and
coming.
Tommy,
Coach
he's going to
coming
come
out.
check. He's going to come check out this here because Stephen Cox was the batter. He did not do anything to move out of the way. I think he caught him on the elbow. Might have even leaned in there a little bit. I'm not.
Yeah. He was up on the plate and breaking ball looked like it was breaking right across the plate and kind of stuck his elbow out, but nonetheless.
So Tommy, Coach Eason, he is gonna he's gonna go out and talk to the home plate umpire, who's now gonna go check with his partner. So John Sherman, and he's gonna check out with his partner Randy Fulcher. And whatever the case, it looks like they have decided. Well, let's see here. So Sherman's gonna come talk to Coach Eason.
Coach Eason is not happy with that call at all.
He sure is not. And folks, if Coach Easton's not happy with it, he's right more times than not. I can tell you that much. So, and it definitely appeared though that Cox kind of leaned in there a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, whatever the case, though, they're going to award Stephen Cox the first base with a hit by pitch, and that'll bring up the catcher Michael Varga, who is hitting in the 9 spot. Perkins throws over to first. Back in time is Stephen Cox. And there's a ground ball to first. Tapped over. Camarada, his only play there will be to first, so he'll step over and he'll tie the bag for the first down. Stephen Cox will scoot down to second. That was really the only play there, Tyler and Silas, that Camarada had.
Yeah, slow roller up there. I tell you, Dominic's had some tough plays over there today and made every one of them.
He sure has. Looks good down there.
He does.
Just very versatile. We see him in the outfield. He can do a lot of things for this Bulldog club.
Keyshawn up for the Stingers, leadoff batter. As y'all know, he had a solo shot in the first game, and he looked good up there defensively and at the plate.
So Samuel will step in, 1 out here. Top half of the third inning, Bulldogs up 3-0. Cox gets his lead from second. Perkins looks in. And home plate umpire John Sherman's going to call time on his own. Perhaps Samuel will call time from the box. He just didn't make the motion for it. So we'll do it again here. Perkins comes set. And the pitch.
Buckle the knees.
Breaking ball over strike one. Great looking pitch there, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Samuel really likes to break a ball too much. He's looked bad on that curveball a couple times today.
Yes, he has. And here's the pitch.
Another one.
And here's another one. He squared the bunt there for a little bit, but that ball did not have a chance, so pulls back. And that'll run the count to 2 balls and a strike. Wind again has died down quite a bit, at least according to the flag, as Samuel hits that one and fouls that one off the end of the bat into the Stinger dugout.
Once again, hacking hard at a fastball. He's looking fastball at the plate.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Keyshawn Samuel. Sheldon Perkins is on the mound for the Bulldogs. Pitch on the way.
Nope.
That ball's drilled to left field, hanging curveball. And Aaron Stamper is going to drift over to his right just a little bit, and he'll make the grab for out number 2.
That ball hung up a little bit, the curveball on Shelton, and he's lucky it wasn't hit a little bit farther than it actually was.
He sure is. It looked pretty sharply hit off the bat,
Yeah.
but again, Aaron Stamper just had to make a couple of steps to his right and a couple of steps back, and he made the grab fairly easily for the Bulldogs. So 2 outs now. Stephen Cox still at second. There's a base hit.
Look, it'll
And
be a
they're
play
going
at
to
the
send him
plate.
home. We're going
Oh.
to play at the plate. And the ball Stamper, he bobbles the ball out there in left field. So the run will come across. It's now 3-1. And they were going all the way there. Stephen Cox, the runner at first, or runner at second there, he probably would have scored anyway, even if he comes up with that cleanly.
Yeah.
So that's a base hit there for Javon Martin. 2-out RBI for the Stingers, and they're back in the ball game, and the score is now 3-1. And that also brings up the dangerous Dante Blackney. Blackney came into the series hitting .369.
Sweeping breaking ball. Good pitch there for Shelton. Strike one.
So 0-1 now to Blackney. 2 outs in the frame. And that ball's going to miss low. Nice job by Milwee to keep that ball in front.
It's a nice day back there behind the plate.
Very nice day behind the plate and also at the dish. Perkins comes set. And here's a ground ball foul down the right field line, or down the first base line, but it'll drift foul. And Perkins is ahead down. A ball and 2 strikes.
Carl Shelton really locating that curveball well early in the game today.
He does have some solid stuff. Of course, Perkins, a transfer in from East Carolina, redshirted last year for the Pirates, and then made the move across town over to for the Bulldogs, to play for the Bulldogs.
Big shift on. Shortstop over onto the right side of second base.
And there's a deep drive, and I don't think the park's going to hold it.
No chance. Foul ball.
Wow. Ladies and that ball drifts foul. Off the bat, I thought that ball was well out of here, but that wind, I guess, is picked back up there, and yes, it has. Looking at the flag, it's blowing hard left to right. That ball, folks out here at Minji's Overton Complex, there's an advertisement for the Bellamy out there, Bellamy Apartments, and I swear that thing started in line with that, and it drifted all the way well past the foul pole. So there again, as we talked about in the first game, there's the long, hard strike there. Just a strike, though. And he's going to fist this one off, and it's fouled just down the left field line. Very close. So that's 2 tough breaks for the Stingers.
Foul ball to the right side and foul ball to the left side. He's spraying around.
That one just kind of fisted that one off there and just nearly had it in play, Silas. All right, so we'll do it again now. Blackney at the plate. Pitch on the way. There's a ground ball. They had it shifted perfectly, and Bullock hangs on. He bobbles it a little bit. Absolutely perfect defensive alignment there for the Bulldogs. Bullock hangs on, and he throws over to Camarada for the third and final out. So nice job by Perkins to get out of the inning. So the Stingers scratch across 1, but we head to the bottom of the third, and the Bulldogs lead it 3-1. Back after this.
At Greenville Auto World, big changes are taking place.
And now those changes are finally complete.
Greenville Auto World's long-awaited expansion features a new state-of-the-art repair facility that's larger than ever. With a spacious showroom and increased staff, every aspect of our new building was planned with greater customer experience in mind. No hassles, no frustrations, just top-notch care and the cleanest cars, trucks, and SUVs in the area.
To have your great customer experience, visit us in person or on the web at greenvilleautoworld.net.
At Greenville.
All right, folks, thank you for watching and tuning in with us for this live broadcast. We are bringing you the next one on March 15th. That is a Wednesday at 5:50. The game starts at 6, so we will be going live at 5:50. Thank you for tuning in. Our sponsors are Greenville Auto World, Pitt Printing, and La Riviera Mexican Restaurant. We have broadcasters Silas, Croft, and Tyler here today. And we hope you guys will tune in with us for every home broadcast. That you can go to the pittcountypost.com to tune in for that. And now we're going back live with Tyler, Croft, and Ross.
Yeah, welcome.
Nope, Silas.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. We're here. Bottom half of the third inning. Bulldogs up to bat.
Drew Historic leading off the bottom of the third for the Bulldogs. Cam Dixon still on the mound for the Stingers.
Sorry about that, folks. I'm back here. Croft Massey on the play-by-play. Tyler Warren and Silas Albright on the color commentary. Drew Piscoric, again, thank you, Tyler, steps in to lead off the bottom half of the third inning. Bulldogs lead it 3-1.
Croft had the munchies, so I had to go get a little snack. Been a long day at the ballpark here.
A little bit of a long day. You know. And that ball's a slow roll to a shortstop. Score hustles down.
Oh.
Nice
Good
stretch
shot.
there by Cox, the first baseman. And Piscoric is retired on the ground out to short. Strong arm there shown by the shortstop, Javon Martin, for the Stingers.
Nice stretch over there by the first baseman.
Yeah, it looked like he came up limping a little bit. He might have hurt himself on that. It was
Yeah,
kinda awkward.
pulled that rolling or something. Croft having a little trouble with his microphone right now. He's struggling.
Falling apart here, guys.
Staying up late last night watching his Tar Heels play. He's getting a little delusional over here.
Of course, a big win for the Tar Heels. ACC regular season champs outright with a big win over the Duke Blue Devils last night.
Yeah, everybody gets lucky every now and then.
Well, I mean, when you overcome other teams shooting 35 free throws and you still hang on to win by 7, got to be pleased with your effort. So, anyhow, Dominic Camarada going to step in. A little sidetrack there, folks. But just had to get that in there, you know. I think they also finished ahead of Florida State, the Seminoles. I think that's Tyler's one of Tyler's favorite teams.
Yeah,
I believe his mother went there.
she did.
Is that right, Miss Peggy?
Yeah, she did. Got a bunch
Graduate.
of cousins, all that good stuff going there for the Seminoles. Camarada leading off with or 1-out single left field. Get a little sidetracked here.
Sorry about that, folks. So nice piece of hitting there by Camarada. And he is on with a 1-out single here in the bottom half of the third inning. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. We're bringing you all the action for PittCountyPost.com. And that's going to bring on bring up Mason Picard. Picard, of course, laid down a beautiful bunt in that second inning, which was then thrown away. But kind of got it rolling here and did a nice job on the base pass. Hits that ball out in the right. It's going to hang up there.
That's 2 outs.
And that is only the second out. That's what I thought. So Picard flies out to right, and Hawkins makes the grab there. So 2 outs now here in the bottom half of the third inning, with the Bulldogs leading 3-1. That will bring up the designated hitter, Byron Belcher. And Belcher will take a ball to start his at-bat here. Belcher steps in. Big lefty. Hits from the left side of the plate. And he'll take that ball for a ball on the outside part of the plate. So 2-0 now. Of course, Belcher did not play in the first game. And he drills this ball down the left field line, but it's going to tail foul.
Pitt with the lead 3-1 here in the bottom of third in game 4, last game of the series. Pitt looking to split, and the Stingers looking to take the series with a win.
There's a ball laced down the left field line, but that's going to drift foul as well. So Belcher just trying to straighten one of those out in here and find a gap. See if we can add another run here. Dominic Camarada, the runner at first after his base hit with a 1 out. Mason Picard just flew out for the second out. One of the few times the Stingers have been able to keep Picard off the base paths today.
He's really been swinging the bat well.
Yes.
Doubled off the wall. And that's going to catch Belcher looking. Froze him up there. So Belcher down on strikes. We head to the top half of the fourth inning with the Bulldogs leading 3-1. Back after this.
All right, welcome back. Top of the fourth inning here. Tyler Henshaw leading off for the Stingers. First pitch is driven to left field and caught by the left fielder. One pitch, one out.
Nice job there, Tyler, by Aaron Stamper. Came on to make the grab. It was kind of a soft sinking line drive slash fly ball. Kind of a tweener there, if you will. But anyhow, a nice play by Aaron Stamper to make the catch. So that will bring up the big man, Harrison Hawkins, playing right field again in the game 4 of the series. And Shelton Perkins on the mound for the Bulldogs, misses just a bit outside with the off-speed pitch. And this ball will be tapped back to the mound. Perkins going to have to hurry. Nice job. Picks it up, bare hands, and fires over to Camarada at first for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top half of the fourth inning. Bulldogs lead it 3-1.
Yeah, 3 pitches, 2 outs for Shelton.
Let's keep this thing rolling here.
Looking for a quick inning.
Shelton really looking good. I mean, just his overall, his command and his mixing up of the pitches and everything. He looks great out there.
Yeah. No.
Oh, and this one's going to catch him off the back of the foot. Tommy Bullock going to scoot over. Nice play, and they get the runner. That ball's off the foot of Shelton Perkins. He looks like he's okay.
Kick saving a beauty.
Kick saving a beauty indeed. Well said, Tyler, there. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. No change in the score. Bulldogs still lead it 3-1 over the Stingers. Back after this.
All right, folks. We're going to take a quick look at an interview we did with one of our first players of the week, Justin Walk and Macon Langston.
Okay. So when did you first start playing baseball?
Probably around the age of about 7 or 8.
Okay. And when you started, did you ultimately decide you wanted to be, I know they don't start you off right away as a pitcher or anything, but I know that some of my friends who have become pitchers in the college level, they started out really young pitching. Is that what you did?
Well, being a left-hander, you only have limited positions you can play.
Exactly.
So I definitely fell in love with pitching.
Exactly. Okay. And then what's your favorite thing about playing?
Having all the pressure on me, honestly.
Really? Why is that?
I just like being in control of the game.
So who besides Coach Easton has really had an influence on your baseball career?
Probably my father.
Your
He
father?
taught me a lot of, the majority of those things.
He taught you a majority of what you've learned so far?
All right, folks,
Did
and
he
we
play?
are back live from Minji's Overton Complex. here getting set for the bottom half of the fourth inning. If you're just tuning in, the Bulldogs lead it here 3-1. Fourth and final game of the series. Bulldogs looking to even the series and tie this series, while the Stingers are looking to win it by a score 3-1, 3 games to 1. Is what it would be with a win today, as the Bulldogs, or with the win in the second game, as the Bulldogs took game 1 of today after getting swept yesterday by the Stingers.
I tell you, Croft, Cam Dixon coming in for the Stingers has looked really sharp.
He really has.
Really
and,
well.
You know, like we talked about before too, Tyler, just the sometimes the box score is very misleading. So he came in with a 7.9 ERA, but he looks like he's got much better stuff than that.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll face Reese Farmer here. Just want to go ahead and remind you here that our next broadcast will be live. It'll be March the 15th, 5:50 p.m. We'll be on the air. First pitch is at 6 p.m. Swing and a miss there by Reese Farmer, and he's down on strikes to start the bottom half of the fourth inning. On the 15th, looks like we'll have myself, Ross Warren, and Coach, former PCC assistant coach Mike Mullis on the call. Cannot confirm if that is accurate, though. At least for myself. And there's Aaron Belcher. He chops one to the left side. Third baseman comes over, and that's Anshaw. Nice play there. And he retires. Aaron Stamper down 5-3.
Both pitchers are settled in here now, Croft, and getting a lot of easy outs, it looks like.
And that'll bring up here
Patrick Wheeler.
Patrick Wheeler back to the top of the order. Excuse me, folks. So many games going on here. Got to make sure we have the right lineups in place. Coach John Easton changing it up just a little bit, but not here at the top, as Patrick Wheeler back to the leadoff spot with Patrick Wheeler. Thank you, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the ball driven in the gap.
Oh, he dropped it.
Diving attempt by the right fielder Hawkins, but Wheeler never stops and hustles all the way into second. Great effort by the right fielder, but even better effort by Wheeler to keep the motor going, and he's in there with what's got to be scored as a 2-out double, or at least a 2-out single with advancement on the diving attempt there by Hawkins. He just couldn't come up with it, fell out of his glove when he hit the ground.
Yeah, he covered a lot of distance. That was a tough play.
He did. I thought the ball was in the gap to start with.
I did too.
Great play.
Very, very tough sometimes, you know. We do have the window closed in front of us, but sometimes hard to see where that ball is going to do. We've had a couple of misreads today, I know I have. But anyhow, that'll bring up Tommy Bullock, looking to deliver a 2-out RBI and add a little insurance for the Bulldogs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. They lead it 3-1. Cam Dixon delivers, and he's got the breaking ball across for strike one. And another sharp break. John Sherman not taking the bait there, and that one's the ball two on the inside corner. Or just off the inside corner, I should say. Fastball blows it by him. Cam Dixon challenged Tommy there, Tommy Bullock, and he swings right through a fastball. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, good speed on his fastball. I'm not sure what he's throwing, but seems to be got a little heat to him.
Dixon comes set. Middle infield works in and out. There's a breaking pitch, and that one misses too. Cam Dixon, I tell you what, he didn't like that.
Yeah, he hopped off the mound. He was headed to the dugout.
That was a good-looking pitch
Wow.
there. I thought he froze him up. But Bullock still in there, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitch on the way, and this one's going to scoot away from the catcher. This is going to scoot away from Varga, who's not going to have any play, and advancing down to third is Patrick Wheeler. So we'll see how that turns out there. It just scooted away just a few feet, but it kind of trickled further and further, and Wheeler was able to easily advance to third there. So the 3-2 on the way from Cam Dixon. Wind up in the pitch. And there's a sharp hit ball to shortstop. And Javon Martin makes the play, throws the cross over to Stephen Cox. And the Bulldogs are done here in the bottom of the 4th. They still lead it here by a score of 4-1. We head to, 3-1. We head to the top of the 5th. We'll be back to Minji's Overton Complex just after this.
Yeah.
Can't see that score.
I can't either. No. Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. At the beginning of that inning, we got cut off from the interview with some of our players. So now back to that.
He pitched at Wright State up in Ohio.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Okay, what would you say is your favorite memory playing over the years?
Probably winning the conference tournament last year with Pitt.
Okay.
Definitely exciting memory.
Why was it exciting?
Just because we lost the first game and it was a double elimination, so we had to win 6 straight to go to regionals.
Okay. And then what do you hope to accomplish after you leave Pitt? Like, do you want to go into the majors? Do you want to?
I'm actually going to play baseball at UNC Wilmington and finish my career there.
Nice. And what do you want to do after that? If you don't get into baseball, what would you be like your dream
Probably
career?
major in business management.
Okay.
Run my own business.
That's great. All right. That's all. So when did you first start?
Welcome back, guys. Here in Winterville, NC, Game 4 of the 4-game series. Shelton Perkins on the hill, getting warmed up, ready to go for the top of the 5th inning here. Bulldogs hold on to a 4-1 lead after. No, I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what I was thinking about. It's definitely 3-1 here in Winterville, and getting ready to go here. The Stinger batter standing in, number 4, Tyler Crow.
Thank you so much, Silas. Here, back live from Minji's Overton Complex, top half of the 5th inning, 4th and final game of the series. If you're just tuning in, you've missed a great day of baseball here, but we do appreciate you tuning us in tuning in for the last part of the 4th and final game of the series, as that ball is fouled to the backstop. Milwee going back, hangs on and makes the catch. Nice play by Daniel Milwee to retire the batter Tyler Crow for out number 1.
Sorry about this, guys, for the 3rd time, 3 too many times a day that I got to say that we're experiencing technical difficulties again, and we are working hard to get that figured
Blame
out.
Kelly.
No. We'll figure that out. So we've still hopefully got the audio for you. Play-by-play action, and that's going to bring you up first baseman Stephen Cox. Cox, of course, a part of that controversial play in his last at bat, nearly hit him, or the ball did hit him. There was some question as to whether or not he leaned into the pitch. Plate umpire John Sherman ultimately awarded him first base.
He leaned into it.
No question about it. Shelton Perkins still out there. Fires a pitch, and Cox is going to ground it over to short, and it's going to get by Picard. So that'll be an error on Mason Picard, unfortunately. A little bit of a tough play, but just kind of went for the backhand. Just kind of scooted underneath his glove there, Tyler.
Yeah, he kind of, I hate to judge it, but he kind of went to the backhand a little early than I thought he should. He could have took a step or two and fielded it, but nothing hurt here. Shelton get a ground ball here and get out of the inning.
Absolutely here. So 1 out. Just got to put that play behind you a little bit, and that's part of the game. Nothing you can do about it now except learn from it and move forward.
Good pitch.
That's a great breaking ball there from Shelton Perkins. That's going to bring up the catcher, Michael Varga. I think we may be back with the stream here.
Oh,
So bear with us here. Try to give you the best play-by-play we can, though, in the meantime. And Vargas swings through a breaking ball, and he's quickly down 0-2.
Like two similar pitches there from Perkins got the same result.
Jen's got a great breaking ball. He's throwing it for strikes all day long.
0-2 on the way. Looks like he went to the fastball there. Nearly caught the corner, but again, John Sherman having no part of it. And he won't ring him up there. That was probably a bit off the plate.
Another
And
breaking
swing
pitch.
and a miss. He struck him out. Out number 2. Beautiful breaking ball from Shelton Perkins. He's really dealing today, folks.
Look good up there today.
He threw 3 of them that at bat, and each one was a swing and a miss. Very, very nice.
That boy Silas, the pride of Farmville Central High School over here.
Yeah.
Adding great commentary.
Number 9 in his class, folks. Get out there and study.
4.2 GPA.
4.2.
I didn't even think that's possible. It's usually 4.0. Silas making the Farmville Central folks proud.
He's making us here at Pitt County Post proud as well as
Right.
as Keyshawn Samuel swings through a breaking ball, and quickly ahead here is Shelton Perkins with 2 outs in the top half of the 5th inning, looking to work out of it quick here. The 0-2 getting ready to come at you. 2 outs, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Hoo! John Sherman, folks, he's just not playing. He's not going to cooperate today. Ball just missed on the outer half of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll do it again. Runner on the move. Ground ball to third, and that's going to scoot foul. Very close. Piskoric with a diving effort, but the ball was well foul just before getting to third base, to the third base bag. So Stephen Cox was on the move there, folks. Or excuse me. Yes, Stephen Cox was on the move there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Samuel, a dangerous bat at the plate. He's homered earlier in the day in Game 3. Pitch on the way, and there's a ball on the right center gap.
That's trouble.
Going back is Farmer.
Nice play.
Beautiful play by Farmer. He hangs on for the grab, and that'll retire the side for the Stingers in the top half of the 5th inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs lead it 4-1. Back to Minji's Overton Complex just after this. All right, folks, welcome back to Pitt Minji's Overton Complex, on the campus of Pitt Community College. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Daniel Milwee to lead it off for the Bulldogs. They lead it here 3-1.
New pitcher for the Stingers. is number 7,
Trad James.
That's right, 2.84 ERA. This is going to be his 6th appearance on the year, so he's seen a good amount of time on the mound for.
Milwee chops the ball over. Milwee chops the ball over to third. Low throw, but Stephen Cox hangs on. Makes the play for out number 1 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Cox over there at first base has made some great plays stretching on some low throws and almost coming to a split on several plays.
Yeah, very nice play there by the Stinger first baseman. And that ball's going to catch the corner to Drew Piskorik. Piskorik standing in from the right side. Of course, the ECU transfer. Looking to get things started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Got Jay Dupree's son here with us, Jack, with the binoculars, giving us some play-by-play over here.
Big shout out to Jack.
Eating some snacks. Jack, what's going on, buddy?
And he's taking off, folks.
He's gone.
So Piskorik now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. And he just gets a piece there. And nice job of just staying alive there, Silas.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, Trad James, 2.84 ERA is just slightly lower than Silas's GPA. And Piskorik is down on strikes. But not really, folks, because my man Silas has a 4.2 GPA.
Genius.
Worked hard.
That's right. That's right. Tell him about it. Hard work. Roy Williams, he wrote a book on it.
Yeah, he did.
So, great book. I actually just finished reading it for the 3rd time.
Probably doesn't make any sense.
All right, we'll get back to the game. Dominic Camarada steps in. The University of Tennessee transfer. 4.0 student as well.
Not as smart as Silas.
I don't know.
4.2.
Yeah, but that's on this is at the college level.
Yeah,
here.
true.
I don't think they do weights in college. I'm not sure.
Dominic, Silas got to prove himself in college first.
That's right.
You know.
No,
Dominic,
really,
of course, aspiring to be a doctor.
That's impressive.
Pre-med studies.
That's awesome.
We asked all the players what's the skill other than baseball they'd like to have, and his answer, most of them answered like basketball, ping pong, some stuff like that, but his answer was surgery. So
Wow.
Definitely got some.
Got a career in baseball or in the medical field, it sounds like. It's impressive.
Absolutely. So that's great to see for sure, because sometimes, athletes just get that, that bad stereotype or whatnot. But
Yeah, Carolina fans know all too well about that.
Oh.
That ball's hammered.
Deep down the left field line, ladies and gentlemen, Dominic Camarada has left the park, and the Bulldogs now lead it 4-1.
That ball's crushed, Croft.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, people take vacation shorter than that. Stole that line from Little Big League. Kelly probably doesn't remember that movie.
Kelly's not old enough to remember that movie. Oh.
Just having some fun here at the Pitt County Post out here at Pitt Minji's Overton Complex. Mammoth blast from Dominic Camarada. That puts the Bulldogs up 4-1. And that'll bring up Mason Picard. Shortstop's had a nice day today at the plate. In Game 3, a couple doubles. About tripped Jack there. Back in. And he'll take a strike on the outside corner. And he'll take a breaking ball on the outside corner as well.
I'm not sure we can comment on the umpire again today, Croft.
Yeah, Sherman, he's had a tough day back there, in my opinion.
Yep.
And that ball's going to bounce away. It's going to hit the dirt. And it's now going to run the count to a ball and 2 strikes to Mason Picard, who, of course, hails all the way from Australia. Parents out there listening, family out there listening. It's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning now, and a swing and a miss by Picard. He's down on strikes, but not before a Dominic Camarada home run puts the Bulldogs up 4-1. We head to the top half of the 6th inning here live from Minji's Overton Complex. Back after this.
We'll be back. We're going to Macon Langston's interview right now, so stay tuned.
Probably around the age of 4 or 5.
And what got you into it? What made you want to start?
My dad got me into it. He's been he's actually a high school coach for a long time at South Central, so I pretty much was like destined to play baseball.
Okay, that's great. What's your favorite thing about playing baseball?
I would say just playing with teammates and just having fun and meeting new friends, just being competitive, playing the sport.
So who besides Coach Easton has had an influence on your career?
Definitely my dad.
Dad, because of the fact that he was a baseball coach. Did you play for him in high school?
I did, all 4 years, 6 months.
Nice. Okay, and what is your favorite memory playing baseball? It doesn't have to be here. Obviously you haven't had a whole lot of time here, so it can be anything that you really stood out to you.
Probably my junior year. We were in the first round of the playoffs, and I threw a guy out the plate to end the game. It's pretty exciting.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. And what do you hope to accomplish after leaving Pitt?
All right, guys, welcome back. Here, the top of the 6th, moving closer to the end of this great day of baseball here in Winterville. NC, we got, looks like number 6. That is not number 6.
That's number 3, Javon Martin.
Okay.
Second batter in the lineup for the Stingers. Shelton Perkins still on the mound. Top of the 6th inning here.
He's going
Pitt
deep in this
Community.
game.
What's that, Silas?
He's going deep in this game.
He is. He's pitched well.
Yes.
Still throwing good up there.
Had a few quick innings, too, so I'm sure pitch count probably isn't an issue yet.
Exactly. 2-0 count and popped up to shallow right field. And Reese Farmer coming in and makes the play. First out of the inning.
Yeah, Tyler, these guys, the Bulldogs, you can just tell how well coached they are. Some of these, just their whole alignment, where they are, their position, seems almost like perfectly every single time out. But the outfield especially, their reads on these balls, and especially with the wind blowing so hard.
Yeah.
They've clearly been training on fly balls in the wind.
And the infield shift on right now.
Yeah, the coaching staff of Coach Easton, Coach Karachi, and Coach Wood doing an excellent job so far. Early in the year, Pitt's been a very successful program, obviously, for a long time, and that's continuing this year.
And last time, this is now Blackney's at the plate. And last time, the shift worked perfectly as Blackney grounded right into the shift.
Wow.
And that ball is going to catch him looking at John Sherman. Now, I will say this, folks. It's gone both ways. No question about it.
That's for sure.
And that ball rings him up. Caught him looking, so there's quickly 2 outs here. In the top half of the 6th inning, again, the Bulldogs lead it 4-1, looking to even the series here and walk away from the series with a tie after getting swept yesterday and winning game 3 of the series earlier this afternoon.
I tell you, Shelton's really looking for another quick inning. He has only given up 2 hits today and 1 run, and looked really good, Croft.
Really throwing the ball well here. So he's got Tyler Anshaw at the plate, starts him off with a strike, and there's a ground ball laced foul, just foul, down the first base line.
So if, in fact, the Bulldogs hold on to win this game and tie the series, they will still have not lost the series yet on the year. It's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. Of course, the Bulldogs are overall record at 11-4 right now, looking to run that to 12-4.
Another breaking ball. Must have fouled it off his foot, Croft. Looks kind of hobbling around up there.
So Anshaw going to walk it off a little bit there. Looks like he appears to be okay. Must have caught him on the foot too, because Anshaw, of course, does wear the protective shin guard. And here's the pitch from Perkins, and he's going to loop this over to second. Tommy Bullock shifts over to his right and makes the throw over to Camarada for out number 3. So that'll do it for the Stingers in the top half of the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th with the Bulldogs up 4-1. Back after this.
To go to university somewhere and probably continue to play baseball.
And if you didn't end up playing baseball after college, what would you want to do? I know that's a tough question.
I'm not sure. I've thought about maybe physical therapy or something in the medical field.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
2, 3.
Okay. So when did you first start playing baseball?
Probably around the age of about.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th here, about to get underway in Winterville, as I'm sure you know. Looks like a new pitcher is kind of southpaw. He's throwing submarine here, number 17. It looks like it'll be Josh Price for the Florence Darlington Tech Stingers.
So Josh Price in. Thank you, Silas. Josh Price in for the Stingers, sporting a 4.50 ERA. This is his 5th appearance on the season, and he has thrown 6 innings to date. He'll face the DH today in Game 4, Byron Belcher, to start off here the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, the Bulldogs lead it 4-1, trying to even the series out and tie the series for the weekend. Were swept yesterday, but came back swinging the bats in Game 3 earlier today, beating the Stingers by a score of 8-4. There's a strike on the outside corner, and that ball's going to miss well outside Tyler. A little bit of Tyler and Silas, the just awkward-looking motion here.
Yeah, even though he's got that sidearm look, it's kind of a weird kind of shot put throw almost sidearm.
It really is. He doesn't drop all the way down, but he just it's just a weird angle.
Yeah.
So it can kind of throw off the hitters, but Belcher should have a better advantage hitting from the left side of the plate. Swings through a fastball there, and that'll run the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that ball's going to hit him. I just got him on the rib cage there. Belcher appears to be okay, and he'll trot down to first with a leadoff hit by pitch there. Silas just came a little too far on the inside corner there.
Got us another guest up here in the press box, Croft. Coach Easton's daughter's running around up here with Jack, having a good old time.
Big shout out to Coach Easton's daughter. Thank you for joining us here at Pitt County Post. We appreciate the Bulldog program giving us the access they have to be able to bring you all the action for all the home games for Pitt Community College here in the 2017 season.
He's squaring around early.
He is looking to sacrifice. Coach Easton probably looking just to add an insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th. Got to feel good about where he stands if he can add to that lead here. The way Perkins is throwing, I don't know if he'll go to the closer here in the 7th, but the way Perkins is throwing the ball, I wouldn't be surprised to see him trot back out there.
Yeah, I think he'd run him back out there and at least give him a
Farmer
batter
gets
or two.
Bunt down. He's going to go to second. They're going to make the play. And actually, it looks like the Bulldogs, they did have a pinch runner in there for Belcher. So, sorry, did not get that announced in here. But they do force out the pinch runner at second.
Yeah, the pinch runner, it looked like number 1.
Yeah, Dylan Cunningham.
Dylan Cunningham was the runner there, so they force him out. Nice play by the third baseman. Wasn't a terrible bunt. It was just went a little bit hard by Farmer.
A little too much steam on it.
But either way, there's one out now, and Farmer's at first. Farmer gets his lead. Pitch on the way, and Aaron Stamper swings through a fastball. And that'll run the count now to 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I think last time in this situation they got a little hit and run going and executed it perfectly. Let's see what happens again here.
And that ball's going to miss inside and low.
3-1.
3-1 now with 1 out.
Be a good chance here to send them.
So Coach Easton gives a sign down in the third base coaching box. Farmer gets his lead. Pitch on the way. And that's going to miss.
Oh, 3-1 now.
Correction, yeah, we had a miscommunication there on the balls and strikes. So, like you said, Tyler, it's now 3-1. Do apologize about that, folks. All right, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss there, so that'll run the count full. So now Tyler and Silas will see if Coach Easton's going to put the runner in motion here.
I would guess that he does.
Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs up 4-1.
There goes Reese.
There's Farmer, and he's on the move. That ball's going to miss inside. So nice patience there by Aaron Stamper. And he draws the 1-out walk. So the Bulldogs threatening again with runners at first and second. And we head back to the top of the order with Patrick Wheeler stepping to the plate. 1 out here.
Patrick's had a good game. He's been on base all 3 times. Walked once.
Really like. Excuse me, Tyler. Sorry about that. Really like to see if the Bulldogs can just find a way to get back to Milwee again. He's in the hole now with Tommy Bullock on deck. But Milwee's had just a strong day of play, and that ball's drilled back up the middle, and it's going to scoot through. Nice play by the second baseman to keep it on the infield. I'm not sure. It looks like the pitcher, he might have got a piece of him. He's limping a little bit.
Yeah.
But a nice piece of hitting there by Wheeler that will be scored an infield single. And the bases are now loaded for Tommy Bullock.
Good play by Keyshawn Samuel at second base. Kept the ball in the infield. Saved the run, really, right now at least.
Really, really looking to add a couple of insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Bulldogs are up 4-1. They've got the bases loaded.
Yep.
That ball's going to be well on the inside. Nearly hit Tommy Bullock.
Yeah, Pitt really looking to break this game open right here with a couple runs here, and it's the backbreakers for the Stingers. Crowd getting a little rowdy out there.
Sure are. Nice crowd on hand today. We really encourage you, folks out there listening, if you can make it to the ballpark this season. Bulldogs got a good ball club this year. Some exciting baseball around the corner, especially as it gets warmer too. So, but if you can't make it out, spread the word. PittCountyPost.com. Listen to us all home season long. That's going to find its way across the plate to Bullock. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Bases loaded here. An opportunity for Tommy to knock in some runs here.
And that ball will get across too. So that'll even things up to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So we got Wheeler at first, Stampers at second, and Reese Farmers at third. Those are the base runners for the Bulldogs. And this Bullock's going to ground one to short. They're going to try to go to second. They'll get the force there. Throw to first. Not in time. And Farmer will come across. Score the 5th run of the ball game. Great hustle there by Bullock. It was just a little bit too slow for the Stingers to turn it around. And he'll get the job done and get that 5th run in. So the Bulldogs now lead it 5-1 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Let's see what Daniel can do here and pick up this one more run would be big.
So Daniel Milwee, we just talked about him, trying to get him to the plate here. A big opportunity to really blow this thing wide open. Hitting in the 3 spot, Milwee steps in. There's a pitch, is drilled up the middle, and that's going to get off the glove of the second baseman, Keyshawn Samuel. Hard hit ball, but he had a chance to make a play on it, and that'll drive in the 6th Bulldog run on the afternoon here in Game 4 of the series.
Yeah, he kind of stayed back on that ball a little bit and kind of went to the backhand instead of just moving his feet and getting in front of it. Kind of tough play. It was hit well, but I'm sure Keyshawn would say he usually makes that play.
Yeah, you can certainly see the frustration with himself there for not coming up with that ball. So that's now 6-1 is the score here in the bottom of the sixth. And Drew Piskoric steps in with an opportunity again to really blow it open here. The ECU transfer steps in, takes a strike, breaking ball across. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. A little off speed there, Tyler.
Yeah.
So, again, Price, he throws, he's got a little bit of a interesting delivery. Not quite sure what to call it. Not quite sidearm, but definitely not over the top.
Yeah, a lot of movement on his ball, it looks like.
Absolutely. It's almost as he drops down but then throws overhand from a different angle. So that ball's going to miss low, so a ball and 2 strikes now to Drew Piskoric. Bulldogs lead at 6-1. Pitch on the way. And late swing there by Piskoric, and he grounded hard in foul territory down the right side. The dangerous Dominic Camarada waiting on deck. He homered his last at bat. There's an off-speed pitch, and that's going to miss low. Very close. John Sherman. No dice again. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think the catcher wanted that one, it looked like.
It sure did. It's been a long inning here for the Stingers.
Yeah, both these catchers for the Bulldogs and the Stingers have both caught both games, all the innings. They've both of them done a good job out there today. It's a long day for both of them.
Absolutely, no question about that. Milwee for the Bulldogs and Varga for the Stingers. And Piskoric draws a full count walk there, a 2-out walk, and that'll load the bases for the dangerous Dominic Camarada. Last at bat, crushed a home run down the left field line. That was his 5th home run on the season.
And the Stingers don't have anybody in the bullpen, so
it's almost just
kind of his game to finish out, it looks like.
Yeah, that mop-up role here.
As
so
I
late
say
in the
that,
game,
a couple guys start trotting down there, so. But
we'll see what happens here. Bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Bulldogs up 6-1. Looking to tie the series here. And 2 games apiece, or tie the series, as the Stingers swept yesterday. Bulldogs took Game 3 earlier today. First pitch on the way, breaking ball across for strike 1. Camarada just kind of looks down. Again, John Sherman's zone's been kind of all over the place today, folks. Ball appeared to be a little bit outside.
Just a bit.
And that ball is caught a ball. Looks like that one caught the inside part of the plate.
I would think Dominic's sitting on a fastball here, looking to really drive something in the gap somewhere.
So the 1-1 now from Price to Camarada with the bases full of Bulldogs. That ball catches the corner too. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Again, folks, we don't have the best vantage point from here, from our view. We're a little obstructed by Sherman's shoulders, the home plate umpire. Pitch on the way, and that's going to miss low.
Ball.
And a pass ball, and it's going to get another run home. Bullock trots on in to score, and that's a great piece of base running there. It just scooted away. It was an off-speed pitch, but all runners are going to move up there. And the Bulldogs now lead at 7-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm not sure what Coach Eason said to his team, but whatever it was, it seemed to work because they have really brought their game today.
Yeah, they really stepped it up.
So Camarada still at the plate now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners at second and third now. Pitch on the way, and he fouls it back to the screen. Nice job by Camarada just to get a piece, stay alive there.
A good pitch in on his hands, fought it off. Looking something he can drive.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs lead it 7-1. Price, the pitcher for the Stingers, comes set.
Ooh.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. Camarada down on strikes, but not before the Bulldogs scratch across 3 more. And we head to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs 3 outs away from sweeping the day and tying the series. Back to Minji's Overton Complex right after this.
All right, folks, thank you for listening. We are having our next live broadcast for our game on March 15th. We usually start our live broadcast about 10 minutes before the game time. We will not be live broadcasting next weekend's games, though, even though I believe they are home. Pitt County Post is also going to be doing live streaming dirt track racing starting on the 18th of March. That first live stream starts at 7:30, and that's at County Line Raceway. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors once again, La Riviera Mexican Restaurant on East Arlington Boulevard, Pitt Printing, and Greenville Auto World. We thank you guys for tuning in with us, even though we've had multiple technical difficulties today. Hopefully, each broadcast will get a little bit better about that. Not sure what's been happening, but we are working through it. Also, each week we're trying to have Players of the Week. So far, we've had 4 boys. We will not have any for this week right here, but the next week we will, and hopefully we'll be able to have those at our next broadcast on the 15th, a little interview with those guys. So especially if you're the parents and the grandparents tuning in, you get to hear a little bit about and watch a video about your kid or grandson, and that's really interesting and cool. And we also will talk about them in between innings like I've been doing. If you haven't heard your person that you're watching yet, just keep on tuning in each live game and you will. All right, and now we're going to go back live with Silas, Croft, and Tyler.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Back here, top of the 7th. For PittCountyPost.com, I'm Croft Massey alongside Tyler Warren, Silas Albright, and Kelly Jarman. Top of the 7th, the Bulldogs lead it here, and there's a quick ground ball to Drew Piscourt for out number 1. So the Bulldogs now 2 outs away. They lead it 7-1 here in the top of the 7th. So a quick out, and Shelton Perkins is indeed back out there as we predicted to close out this ball game. So a great start to the 7th, Tyler.
Yeah, they only gave up 2 hits. One of those was an infield hit, which really looked good.
Great outing here, and he'll miss outside with the breaking ball.
Actually, only got him for 1 hit. Nope, 2. You're right.
We do remind you again, our next broadcast is March the 15th. It's a weekday game versus the Lewisburg Hurricanes. Ball's skied on the infield here. So Picard comes over. Piscourt moving, playing the wind. Beautifully done. And Piscourt makes the grab for out number 2. So 1 out away here. 2 up, 2 down. Shelton Perkins trying to close this bad boy out. A dominant performance on the mound today.
Been very sharp. Hasn't played many pitches either. Look good.
Yeah, we don't have the official pitch count on him, but he has been very efficient. And there's a ground ball to second base. Bullock's right at him. Throws over to Camarada, and that's the ball game, folks. Shelton Perkins and the Pitt Community College Bulldogs complete the sweep. That's your final 7-1. Want to thank everyone for tuning in on the afternoon. Again, our next broadcast will be March the 15th here versus the Lewisburg Hurricanes. We'll be on the air at 5:50 p.m. So for PittCountyPost.com, I'm Croft Massey.
I'm Silas Albright.
Tyler Warren and Kelly Jarman, Jay Dupree. Just want to thank everyone out there. Spread the word, PittCountyPost.com. Get after it.